And we're live.
Woo! All
Woo.
right. Welcome to episode 95. This episode two is that's saying I'm tired.
Mhm.
All right, one more time. From the top. Welcome to episode 8. Dude, this is what happens when I wake up super early. One more time. Wow, I don't think I've ever done it 3 times.
Third time's a charm.
Let's hope so. Welcome to episode 95. This episode 2OC we talk about summer movie fun, Star Wars, and more Star Wars, and Anton versus Wild. I'm Al Flores.
I'm Anton Dewan.
Jeez, my brain is fried today. All right.
That's
was
what
your week,
happens
Anton?
when you wake up early in the morning for work, and you come home expecting some
Oh,
food, but instead you're going straight to recording.
yeah, no, I got my hair cut. I literally just went straight to get my hair cut after work, and then as soon as I walked through the door, I got a text from me saying, "Recording?" I'm like, "Yes, Anton, recording." How's your week?
Not too bad. I mean, on the weekend, I had like a little getaway. I went to DC, got to
Mm-hmm.
check out some K-pop. Well, it's not K-pop, it's K-hip hop.
Okay, hip hop.
Does that still count as K-pop? I mean, uh,
No, I think you do have to start making subcategories because not everything. It's like American music. Not everything is pop.
yeah. Well, I mean, some of their songs are poppy, other songs are a lot of rapping,
Okay,
but
okay.
mostly rapping.
So is it hip hop with a pop sense, or is it pop with a little hip hop style?
You know how how Linkin Park sometimes they go the rapping route and
But
um,
see, Linkin Park was smart. They just recategorized themselves as new rock,
yeah, new
NU
rock.
rock.
Okay. Okay, so
You're like, for example.
well, in a way this group has a DJ. So it's kind of like Linkin Park how they have their own DJ, you know,
Mr. Han.
Mr. Han. And
Yeah.
then you got a rapper who can also sort of sing, and
Should
then
know
the
that.
other guy is just strictly rap. But this is all Korean. Anyways, the group's called
Okay.
Epic High, and dude, they're really good. These guys go way back. Like I used to listen to these guys like in
Back in
the
the day.
like probably 10 years ago. So it's been a while. Anyways, it was a good concert. Great. And then I got to check out the DC area. I've never been to DC before, and
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's a lot of walking.
What?
Like
So it's all pedestrian. It's like pedestrian city. Wow,
yeah,
so
it's
terrible.
it's mostly you go everywhere on foot. I mean, there's a lot of cars
Uh,
around, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Well, first of all,
mm,
that is not how you described it when we started the summer movie draft. What? How did you say? How did you describe the people of DC?
um, I don't know. I forgot what I said.
Yep, I believe you said that they are jerks.
Oh yeah, dude, they are. Well, it just depends on where you go. I mean, there are certain places, that. eh. But anyways, yeah, I had a great time. I mean, I got to eat some of the good foods in the area because I mean, DC is very mixed in culture, I guess. But the food culture is kind of different. I mean, it felt like I was in New York with all of the
Mhm.
different vibes of food, but it was more centered around American food, like burgers, um, pizza, hot dogs. And
Yeah.
I got to try out Ben's Chili Bowl. Have you ever heard of that? It was on the Food
No.
Network, and it was on a lot of different YouTube channels where they make a chili hot dogs, and they call it the half smoke, which is like one of those sausages that have like a snap to it when you bite.
Uh. Okay. Okay. Don't they use like the actual intestines for that? The casings?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
the little snap to it.
yeah. So this is half smoke. So I guess they I think they call it half smoke because it's half pork and half beef or something. I can't remember exactly, but they smoke it, and dude, it's really good. I mean,
Hmm.
the chili is more like Wiener Schnitzel chili.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
A little more more stewy.
Yeah, but the only difference between Wiener Schnitzel's chili and this one is this one has a little bit more spice to it. So there's a little small kick. It's not like to a point where it's like too spicy where you can't taste anything. It's just a little kick where you're like, oh, whoa, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So my week.
Yeah.
I started a new experiment. Did I tell you I'm no longer allergic to tree nuts?
Oh, I knew you were doing an experiment, but I didn't know that you were going that crazy with it.
Well, I'm no longer allergic to tree nuts. I'm actually drinking almond milk right now.
Is that the reason why you're trying to do that and then get into almond milk, or?
Well, I started with
because you're a milk person in general. Like you love milk.
Yeah. Yes, but as I get older, milk started hating me more and more. So I had to look for alternative. And it's funny because everybody's like, "Oh, why don't you just try almond milk?" I'm like, "Because I'm allergic to nuts." Oh, then you're screwed.
Oh, what about soy or soybeans?
Soy, yeah, I've heard. Something about soy texture doesn't. The soy milk texture doesn't really.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, so this week I actually started to try to desensitize myself to legume nuts. So like the nuts that grow in bushes, like peanuts, cashews, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got powdered peanut butter.
Oh no, that's a lot of peanut butter.
Oh, I know. That's the smallest one that Amazon had available.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been starting just doing like a pinch of it in a bottle of water in the morning. Just until like I start like not having reactions, and then little by little I'll start increasing the amount of peanut in there until I'm no longer allergic.
Oh, okay.
So I mean that's what I did for the almonds, and it worked. So
oh, that's good. So ever since you had that peanut allergy, and I kind of always thought about it every time I eat peanuts. I don't know why. But
oh, you think of me when you have nuts in your mouth? That's nice.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
All right. It's what the listeners were thinking, so I had to voice it.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, every time I I was gonna say something, but it's just gonna go down a really weird route. But every time I have I have some nuts, it's starting to it's starting to prickle. It's like a little tickle in the throat. It's like irritating.
Maybe it's the amount that you're eating, or just any amount.
No, I just think about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna, eat a peanut or something, and then I start feeling a little irritated. And then I can't have a little bit more, but then sometimes it gets a little sensitive, so I just drink a little bit more water or something like that to wash it down.
Yeah, I think you're fine. You probably have some sensitivity to it, but like for me, I actually felt it like not just like scratchiness, but like tightness. That's the scary part.
Hard to breathe.
No, not even like it wasn't constricting my airways, but it did feel the tightness, and it had that feeling that I had to clear my throat every single time.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about eating certain nuts is it gets it stays in one area. It doesn't digest fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I started this week. So hopefully I can I get that over with soon. That water is nasty AF. My girlfriend asked me, "Oh, what does it taste like? Is it that bad?" And I'm like, think of you soaking peanuts in water and then just drinking that water.
So I have a question. Do you eat peanut butter at all in the past?
No. As a kid, yes. I do remember my brother making me peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And I think somewhere around first grade, I started feeling the reactions. So I did talk to my doctor, and she says like now they're trying to be more conservative when they say that somebody has an allergy, because before I think any reaction to something they're like, oh, that's an allergy to it. Now they're saying you have sensitivity to it, and they're considering more severe reactions like lethal,
Hmm.
those are considered more like legitimate allergies because now everybody has an allergy for everything.
Yeah. I
So I
have an
think that
allergy against
dust,
grass. Yeah.
grass,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's my experiment, and also this week we also did our summer movie draft.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so before I go into it, what was your plan going into this draft?
See, this year I was planning to get certain movies to myself by bidding really high, but that kind of screws you in the foot. Like, I mean, because this year,
It
these,
screws you in the foot,
yeah, like,
shoot you in the
yeah,
foot, or screws you over. I don't know.
really
That's
bad
a
in the foot. I mean,
that, that's a nice combination. I want to start using that. So screw you in the foot. Like when when you step on a screw, it hurts
yeah,
and you can't get it out.
yeah, dude. I don't know if you ever. Okay, I've seen things. Okay,
Oh God.
yeah,
Oh, you do work warehouse adjacent, so I'm sure
yeah,
you've seen.
yeah. Um,
Mm.
what was I?
Okay, so I should probably explain. So our summer movie draft is us and a group of friends, Josiah's from the Comic Syndicate, my brother from Deep Dives and Rabbit Holes, some of our friends and coworkers. We get together. I get a list of all the movies that are going to be released this summer in wide release, and we auction them off. Think of fantasy football. And then everybody has 100 points to work with. Those are your bidding points, and you can use those however you want to bid on these movies. Uh, think whatever price is fair, your whatever strategy you want to use, but that's what you work with. So this is what, seventh year? So
Yeah, this is our seventh year doing this,
yeah,
and dude, this summer there are probably at least like 7 or 8 movies that are big
big.
enough.
Yeah.
That is, the contender of being the hottest movie of the summer.
This is
Um,
why I let this increase this to 8 people or 8 teams or people this year.
yeah,
Usually we keep it at a solid 7, but this one we had more than the movies and a lot of potential
yeah.
blockbusters that
Hmm.
can keep this competitive.
I don't think I have any of the big movies this summer, which kind of
Uh,
worries me.
you're right, but you have a lot of movies that are pretty solid in general, so you could just stay competitive just by like being like the whole tortoise and the hare.
Yeah.
So you have Long Shot, which I don't know what that is. You have the movie Ma,
Hmm.
like kind of a horror, creepy suspense movie,
Hmm.
which I think it's one of those like it's racism disguised as a horror movie.
Yeah.
Reverse racism disguised as a horror movie.
Hmm.
Child's Play, Stubber. I still don't know how to pronounce
Stuber.
that. Stuber.
I had a screening for that today, but I didn't go.
Well, that's a good sign for you.
Yeah.
The Boy 2. So, Remy, is The Boy the one from like the Omen, like the a prequel to the Omen or something
I
like that?
think so. It's a. I
You
need to
went horror
double check.
movie heavy this year.
Yeah. I think at least each of them would be like 30 or to 50 mil
It's
at
around
least. Yeah.
there. You have Artemis Fowl, which is
Hmm.
I think it says Disney.
Yes. This is
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for Artemis Fowl. I mean, I watched the trailer.
Uh-huh.
It looks, promising enough. And if you were to look at the amount of people that watch the trailer, it's a really big number.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting this to be like, the fans of the book series. So it's been a while since they had anything like, Harry Potter or Divergent. I mean,
Yeah.
that Divergent just went straight down the hill.
Divergent went really weird, really quick. But no, like Hunger Games, that was a big hit with the book fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Twilight. So yeah, these series of books do have a potential for being big, but they also have the potential for crashing and burning, like A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
gambling on that one. You also have The Kitchen, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I'm excited about.
Yes.
That's Guillermo, Vámonos Cabrones.
Mhm.
And Blinded by the Light, which I don't know what that is, and that sounds very Christian-y.
Yeah.
All right. On my side, I have The Hustle, which we've been seeing ads for since last year because it was supposed to be an August release last year.
Yeah, it's so interesting how a lot of these movies get pushed back, and you see them this year. Like, what's that dog movie? It got pushed back to the summer too.
Underdog?
Yeah,
Oh, to this one,
No, not Underdog. It was something.
A Dog's Journey.
Yeah.
That's mine. That's my second movie, A Dog's Journey. I got it for 2 points.
Wow.
That's a solid one because a Dog's Purpose made like 30 million, and this is supposed to be the same franchise or same like series. So I'm like, cool, I'm good. 2 points for a potential $30 million movie. I'm good. Aladdin, which is gonna be one of those contenders for the big movies of the year.
Yeah.
Brightburn, which I'm excited about just in general. I don't think it's gonna make a lot of money, but I'm excited for. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So that's another contender. Dark Phoenix.
You have Dark Phoenix too?
I got Dark Phoenix.
See, that's the thing that you know for sure is gonna make at least 100.
Yes.
And then you also got Godzilla. I know that for sure is gonna make at least 100 also. So you're already looking at like at least 200.
Yeah. So Aladdin, it's funny because I was trying to look at some projections for Aladdin, and it ranged so hard anywhere from between 200 and 350 million. I'm like, good to know. That's great predictions there, guys. Solid. Disney movie that can make anywhere between 200 and 350. Nice.
Yeah.
I have Annabelle Comes Home, another horror movie. I think I overpaid for this one, but I'm willing to take a gamble on it. 17 Bridges and Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
So you have a lot of movies, and at least two of them should bring you all the way up to the top.
I have a potential for winning this for the 2OC.
Yeah.
We on the other side, let's go to Josias from the Comic Syndicate. He has Rocket Man, which is the Elton John motion picture biopic. Not really biopic, but life story. Interpretation
life story. And I think he consulted on it too because
okay.
He was in the Kingsman movie too with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's true. You're right. The Golden Circle. The Lion King. That's where his money's going to be at. Yeah. The Lion King has potential for being one of the biggest ones.
I think Lion King will be the biggest movie of the summer. That's my prediction. I think it will be as big as Titanic.
Ooh, I don't know. Because, okay, so both Lion King and Aladdin have some controversy around them. Aladdin is about the casting. Lion King, it's about the casting.
Yeah.
Is it live action? Is it not? Because they're all CGI. There's no humans in there.
Yeah, I did hear some buzz around it for Aladdin, and they said it was okay. I don't know about the Lion King yet, but all the executives has been really happy with the movie so far.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Cool. It looks gorgeous, so I'm excited about it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's going to be one of Quentin Tarantino's movies. I think Josias overpaid for that one with 8 points. Tarantino movies do not make... They have a lot of love, but they generally do not get a lot of public love.
How much did Wolf of Wall Street do? Because I would compare it to something like that because, I mean... If you have Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt in the same movie, which is crazy, it's going to have a lot of people watching this movie.
I can pull it up right now. Wolf of Wall Street. Keep in mind, this is in... oh, damn. I thought Wolf of Wall Street was older, but maybe I'm thinking something else. Wolf of Wall Street made 93 million.
93 million. But that's total, right?
In 30 days.
30 days. Yeah, that's not too bad, dude.
Yeah, it depends. We'll see how that comes out for him. So that's for the Comic Syndicate. I think I can beat him for the 2OC. I lost my
I'm gonna say I think that Lion King will probably make at least 300.
I agree.
Aladdin will be around the 200s.
You know what? That's probably fair. I agree with that one. I agree with that assessment. So the other one, my brother from Deep Dives and Rabbit Holes, he got Detective Pikachu. That was a big popular one that a lot of people wanted in the draft. However, he also paid 88 points of it. That's 80% of his total points goes on to Detective Pikachu.
It's so funny. I think I was the only one that bidded these two guys up that much and it was
That was
for
a ballsy move, dude.
yeah, it was for
I would have bid
Detective
them up.
Pikachu,
I
and
would have
also
bid
the
them
other
up
one.
to 60 points. I would have bid them up to 60 points, and that would have made me nervous. You guys went hard.
Yeah.
I did not expect Detective Pikachu to go for 88 points.
Okay, so I just want to talk real quick about this. You know Jordan Vaught Roberts, right? The guy who directed the King Kong movie, the most recent one.
Okay, yeah.
He said, I'm guessing he saw this movie. Like I'm guessing he saw a
Like
early
screening.
screening of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he tweeted: a wild Jord appeared. Detective Pikachu uses Mind Blown. It's super effective.
Oh God.
And he said this is probably one of the biggest things that I'm really happy, and I've talked about this for a very long time. Video game movies have never been a really good movie. Like we've always talked about this. It's a curse.
So
It's like a video game curse.
okay, so is this a video game movie or is this a manga movie? Because then wasn't it the Pokemon manga?
No,
Then it went to,
it was a
or was
game.
it a cartoon?
It was a
It was a
game
game for game
developed
first.
by Nintendo.
Okay, so game first, then it went to manga, then it went to animated,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got video games and all that stuff out of it. Okay, so
Yeah.
you know what?
So he said the video game curse is broken. This is what he says.
Okay, we've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wait and see. However, this what makes me excited about this is if it makes enough money, this could open up, and this also depends how they present it in the movie. This could open up a world for different Pokemon movies.
Yes.
Like it all take place in the same universe, in the same different cities, kind of like an MCU or Worlds of DC. Like you can have multiple stories in this one world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what gets me excited about this one, and especially because Pokemon loves making their movies.
Yeah. I don't
As
care.
a kid,
I just want a
solid
RPG
movie.
game, like a real RPG game. Like I would say
Wait,
multiplayer online MMORPG for
Oh, so like Pokemon Go, but virtual.
yeah. Like you're actually
Like you're walking around. and all
Yeah,
that.
you're walking around. You have your own character. You can team up with friends to go on adventures. That is what I want, dude. I mean, we've played these games ever since we were little, but it's always a single player game. And then when you do battle each other, that's the only thing that you can do is battle each other. But I
Yeah.
want something like World of Warcraft, but like Pokemon, you know?
Make fair. Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So his other movies are Yesterday and Where'd You Go, Bernadette. I don't know either of those. Well, actually, no. Yesterday is kind of like a Beatles movie.
Hmm.
Well, not really biopic, but I guess they're using the Beatles music integrated into it.
So it's kind of like Across the Universe. It was like a Beatles movie a long time ago, and it had like two people in love, and they were using Beatles music throughout the whole entire movie.
I
This
guess
came out
somewhere
in
around
like
there.
2008 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So to cut this short, let me just go really quick through the list. Our friend Carl, he got John Wick Chapter 3, The Secret Life of Pets 2, Men in Black International, Shaft, New Mutants, Brian Banks, The Informer, and Playmobil. Or Playmobil. Playmobil?
Playmobil.
Playmobil, right?
I
knew
think
was
they're
saying
trying to jump on the bandwagon of toys.
Hasbro.
Yeah,
The
Hasbro
hell,
stuff.
then his daughter Gianna, who has been, I think this is her second time in the draft, third time participating in some form.
She did pretty well last year, which I'm really
She did.
surprised. Yeah.
She did the opposite strategy as Josiah. Josiah's rolled hard on like 2 or 3 movies. She picked up a lot of small movies, and it was, both strategies. Do you want to put your money on big movies, or do you want to pick up a lot of cheap movies, a lot of like smaller movies for cheap, and just add up? I think last year she had like 20, like 11 movies, like something like that. 12 movies.
Yeah, it was pretty neck
and
to neck at certain points, and yeah, it was fun to watch.
It has never come down that far. Usually by like early September we know who won, or by end of August we know who won. This I was still tracking until like the third week of September.
Hmm.
Until Josiah's just like,
Hmm.
they have Ugly Dolls, All Is True, Palms, Booksmart, The Angry Birds Movie 2 in 3D, and Good Boys.
She has a lot of movies.
I think we're pretty spread out there.
Hmm.
She has a lot of it. It's pretty competitive, so I'm excited about this. I can't wait.
Hmm.
So before we wrap this part up, I just want to say, if you want to participate in our Summer Movie Draft in some way, you can try our Summer Movie Challenge. Go to the 2OC. You can sign up there. It's pretty much what we're doing here, but except instead of you bidding, you get to pick whatever movies you want, as long as the total adds up to 100 points, and the points are based off what we paid for in the draft.
Yeah.
So it's
Cool.
go sign up for that and start tracking. The last day is going to be May 2nd to sign up. After that, we will no longer accept any entries.
Hmm. This is really
And
fun.
it's just for funsies.
I think everybody should do this. Get your friends, get your family, get them on this thing.
I'm so happy that summer not even just that movie draft thing that they're promoting in theaters last year failed horribly. Because I'm like, those bastards, I've been doing this for 7 years.
Does people still play that?
I don't think it ever caught on. They were doing kind of like what you call DraftKings.
Yeah,
style,
it was kind of stupid too, because I mean they had like a group online where because I mean if you're playing with a bunch of other people and you're getting the same points.
Mm-hmm.
And they would post up like their algorithm on what they think would be the best movie through projections.
Yeah.
And then everybody was getting a high score that week. So you would look at the leader rank and everybody would have the same score.
Oh, so there was no real uniqueness.
Yeah.
I will say, so far we have 8 entries for the Summer Movie Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has the same combination, so that makes me really happy.
Oh, this summer is very spread out in like different genres of movies.
50 movies, dude. We've never had that many movies in one draft.
Yeah.
So hopefully
a lot of horror movies this year, which is crazy.
You know what? I think a lot of horror movies are trying to get away from the October releases because that is slowly starting to get taken over by the holiday movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Like The Grinch came out in early November?
Yeah.
Which is a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
You have some like more holiday, kid-friendly, family-friendly movies coming out in late October instead of November for Thanksgiving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Anton. I think we've jabbered on about our week. Let's get into news.
News time.
All right, Anton. So last weekend it was Star Wars Celebration, and there were a few announcements. We talked about the video game announcement that happened on Thursday. What else is going on, Anton?
So besides all of the video game news that they announced at Star Wars Celebration, which was held in Chicago last weekend, besides Episode 9 being released for the teaser, they did talk about stuff that they updated for Galaxy's Edge, and this is really cool. I really like this thing. If you go to the land, you're expecting Star Wars drinks.
Yeah.
Blue
milk.
Yeah, blue milk. And probably like, cocktail drinks at the cantina.
Yeah.
But it would be really weird if you walked around with like a Coke bottle, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the earth drinks.
The Earth drinks. So I mean, it would be really weird to bring like a Coke bottle around, and it kind of takes it away from the whole experience.
You're no longer in the far part of the galaxy. You're now on Earth again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send you a couple of images here. If you can pull it up on Discord, I want you to take a look at this. This is freaking awesome. These look like grenades.
Yeah, I saw these, dude. These look amazing. Great designs.
So it's basically in the shape of an ornament, but it looks more like a grenade.
Yeah, think like a Halo frag grenade.
Yeah, Halo frag grenade. And even the water, you know for sure when looking at the colors, you can distinctly tell.
It's Dasani.
Yeah, it's Dasani or Sprite or Diet Coke or
Hmm.
regular Coke, and I really like that design, and you could totally tell what it is too. And it's all the words on these bottles are in Arabic, which is the language that they use in Star Wars. So that's really cool.
So it shows you how much influence Disney has
Hmm.
that they were able to work with the Coca-Cola company to create special bottles just for Disneyland.
Yeah, and I guess they kind of learned from Harry Potter, the land that we have here in Universal Orlando.
Hmm.
They have Gilly water, and it's a different shape of water, and they sell
Okay.
like these liquids on the side, like potions. So
Hmm.
if you want to make what is it, love potions or smart potion or whatever, you can buy one of those liquids and pour it into the Gilly water, which
So
activates the spells.
so it's flavor.
Yeah, it's just
It's flavor
flavored
syrup.
water. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But
No, see, but yeah, but see, that's cool though. And
mhm.
the worst case that happens is the kid just gets a super dose of flavor, and they drink the potion straight up.
Yeah, it's just sugar. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's like taking a squirt of that like little flavorings that they have,
mhm.
like little what are they called? Oh my god,
Drops,
what they're
flavor
called?
drops.
Yeah, the flavor drops, but there's one specifically. Oh well,
Mhm.
people know what I'm talking about.
Infusers, water infusers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next thing that they kind of updated people with was the ride layout. So that was the thing that I kind of wondered. They said, you can control, you can be the captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Hmm.
But I was thinking, wouldn't the experience be taken away if you walk into the Millennium Falcon? How do you load in there? Because I mean, if you're walking into the ship, you're probably the only person that's in there with your group.
Yeah.
So there's only one ship. How do you ride the ride with only one ship?
I'm guessing they have multiple floors.
They don't.
Really?
Yeah. So I want you to check out this picture. So you
Okay.
basically go into the Millennium Falcon and you walk around the.
Doors. You
Mhm.
step in, and the door moves with you, and you're now in a little like triangle area. And then
Yeah.
more people get into the next section behind you, and the door
Yeah.
keeps rotating.
And it's kind of cool because it's hiding the secrets, so you don't really know
Right.
that you're in this different type of thing, and it keeps the magic there.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nice illusion. No, I
Hmm.
like that. That's very creative.
Yeah, I thought that's really creative. So it
Uh,
does give you
do we
that
know?
feeling
So
that you went on it on your own.
is it only two people at a time, or is it four?
No,
It looks
I think
four,
it's
right?
four. Yeah, four. Um, yeah, we keep coming in and out on YouTube. I think frames are dropping. But I
Oh
think we're
no.
fine. We're still live. Hmm.
Okay, so good. All right. That's cool, Anton.
Oh,
I'm
and another
digging
thing
that.
is,
Digging that.
when you're in the cockpit, each person has a role. So
Okay.
everybody's like maneuvering the ship and you have to work together.
Okay. So the gunner, navigators,
Hmm.
pilot. Got
Yep.
it.
Hmm.
That's cool. So everybody has a little bit of experience.
Hmm.
How many fights do you predict break out per hour of like family, not full fights, but like arguments between family members trying to decide who gets to pilot when?
I don't know, but I know that once you're done with the ride and you go into the cantina, they're gonna talk about how bad you are piloting it. So
Talk smack.
yeah.
Think you're badass? Oh
Hmm.
wait, Disney. You think you're blah blah?
Yeah.
That's cool. All
Hmm.
right. I thought, there were some other announcements. We also got the name of the ninth installment of the
Yeah.
Star Wars saga.
Hmm. And we're not trying to spoil anything here, but you've probably already seen the trailer, so we're gonna say it anyways. The name of the new Star Wars Episode 9 is The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes. There's so much speculation about what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Especially of Skywalker, so
Mm-hmm.
singular,
Yeah,
and no,
singular.
not. So we don't know if it's an existing Skywalker that we know of, a new one. But this should be the conclusion to the Skywalker saga.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think the trailer we got for this one, it's very Rey focused, with
Mm-hmm.
some quick clips of what the rest of the gang is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, so
I
they mentioned that.
I think that they're trying to bait us into Rey, especially with that scene with her hugging Leia. Which, by the way, props to Disney. Apparently, that scene of Leia and Rey hugging was supposed to be for uh, the last the last night. Wait, what's it called?
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. I said the last night. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
The Last
Extra
Jedi.
clips. Extra clips.
Yeah, which they just saved up for this one, so that's good. They're not CGIing her, so we're good.
Mm-hmm. Could it be Leia as the Skywalker?
Maybe she's the key to finishing off the saga.
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna kill her off or anything or doing anything special. And from
Ooh.
what JJ said is, she's pretty much alive throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that this time around we get all of the characters together and they're going to be going on this journey together instead of splitting off, doing different things in different sections.
Well, we
So,
get we get Lando back.
yeah, and that was fun to see him back.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
we got Lando. Maybe drinking a Colt Porterful and while he's piloting.
Mhm.
We never know. You know what his space drink of choice is.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool that you get to see him in a yellow yellow costume, kind of similar to what he
his
wore in Solo.
his old cape. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, but yeah, we also get Poe's back. He's
Hmm.
doing some badass things. You got C-3PO.
Hmm.
BB-8 has a new buddy.
Yeah, he looks like a little
Pixar. Listen to the Pixar lamp.
yeah, on wheels.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, all right, cool. That's a lot of cross promotion there.
Hmm.
No, so it makes me really excited. I think they're trying to mislead us to what the whole Ray focus trailer is.
Hmm.
But the other part is at the very end, you hear a creepy cackle
Hmm.
as the screen turns black.
Yeah.
This is people thinking that this is going to be Emperor Palpatine coming back, since we never actually saw what happened to him when the Death Star blew up at the end of Revenge. Wait, what? Oh my God, why am I thinking? Why am I blanking
Empire
out on
Strikes
these?
Back.
Empire,
Yeah.
or is it Return of the Jedi? Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, because it was the Death Star and
Mhm.
Death Star, and he's falling down.
Yeah. Geez, my brain is fraud. Sorry, Star Wars fans. But I, I recognize that cackle, and I don't think it's Palpatine.
It is Palpatine, and I'll tell you why. If you were eager enough to watch the whole entire panel, at the very end of the trailer, he comes out of the side, and everybody starts clapping, and there he is on
Okay.
stage. Yeah. And then he
Missed-
looks at everybody, and everyone's still clapping, and then he says, "Roll it again," and then it goes back on.
I don't believe him.
Yeah. So
No,
he's
I
back.
want my interpretation, because that sounds so much like the Joker laugh from the Batman animated series.
Mhm.
I'm like, ooh, what if this is Luke coming back, but he's like an evil Jedi?
Yeah. So
That's why he's the Skywalker.
so before JJ hopped back onto this project, because he had so little time to prepare, he spent some time with George to talk about ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And one of George's ideas was to bring back Palpatine.
Yeah, because he never officially died.
Hmm.
He just kind of got blown up in the Death Star. We don't know. Maybe he created a force bubble. We don't know.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Oh no, he got thrown down the shaft.
Yeah, he got thrown
That-
down the shaft, but I mean, the shaft kind of blows up. So I don't know.
I mean, freaking what's his name? Darth Maul got chopped in half and down and got shafted, and he still came back.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you know what else came back? The Clone Wars. They're having another season.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So Ahsoka's back.
Yeah. So we finally get a little bit of connection about what happened to Ahsoka after she quit the Jedi Order.
Oh, spoilers.
Well, she survived. We know she survived because she didn't get what's it called? Command 76 or 66?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Soldier 76 from Overwatch. Oh yeah. All right. So the other news we got is also first look at the scenes